dollar. This is what it looks like, and that's the typical picture of the US dollar in the back. You'll see it dominated by two circle things, and what are they? Well, that thing is actually the Great Seal of the United States. That's the official okie dokie seal for the United States of America. It's called the Great Seal. For some reason, the United States only has one seal, so it's not like someone's going to confuse it with a lesser seal, unlike other countries. And to the left of it, you'll see it's called the obverse, and to the right side, it's the reverse side. And I'll explain that to you. A lot of people think what it is. First of all, starting on I'll go to the reverse side. You'll see the seal. Just to let you know, this seal is kept in Exhibit Hall by the U.S. Department of State, and it's used to give official or notarize or make documents official that they've been approved by the United States of America, the genuine documents. They're generally used to put stamps on like treaties and ambassadorial appointments. That's what the stamp is used for, and this is just a representative on the U.S. currency. Again, on the right-hand side, you'll see the little circle with the eagle dominated by the eagle, and has a lot, again, symbolism in there. The Great Seal of the United States was designed by Dr. Benjamin Franklin, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson were on the committee, approved in 1782. The first thing you'll notice, the eagle has what they call a shield, or its technical name is an escutcheon. The shield is not attached to anything, meaning that the United States of America ought to rely on its own virtue, independence, or it's relying on its own. If you had a color picture of this, you would see the shield has 13 stripes, still have red and white. The white means purity and innocence, hardened and valor, red, hardness and valor, and the blue is the color of the chief, means vigilance, perseverance, and justice. And technically, you would see on the top, it would be the chief, the blue, would be in that shield there. The top part, the solid color, would be all blue, and the stripes would be red and white. The dark would be the red, and the light color would be the white. In the eagle's talons, or feet there, if you want to call them that, you'll notice that there's in one side there's arrows, one side there's an olive branch. What it symbolizes, you'll notice the eagle is looking toward the right or toward the olive branch, and olive branches generally means peace. So it's basically saying the United States favors peace, but we're also prepared for war or being able to defend ourselves. If you look closely, you'll notice that there's 13 arrows in the eagle's talon, and there's also 13 leaves on the olive branch there. Okay, then you go up and you'll notice in the eagle's mouth is a little ribbon that has the words E pluribus unum on it, which means what? Out of many, one. Out of many people, one nation. And also, you'll notice that E pluribus unum has 13 letters in it. Above the eagle's head is called it's called a glory or a saint's halo. It's a constellation. And again, you might notice inside there's 13 mullets or 13 stars representing the 13 colors. And if you notice, they're also arranged in a 1-4-3-4-1 formation, which forms another star. That means we're coming together to form a nation, or we'll be taking our place among the constellations of sovereign nations of the world. Right? Let's see, and that's pretty much it. A lot of people think this is the presidential seal. It may look a lot like the POTUS seal, the President of the United States seal, but it's a little bit different. You'll notice the presidential seal doesn't have the glory above the eagle's head. For one thing, it has little ruffles on look like a little ruffle feathers above the eagle's head. All right, moving out to the next side is the obverse, or the front of the Great Seal, and that looks kind of weird. It has this unfinished pyramid with the eyeball looking at you. Again, the unfinished pyramid represents, well, the pyramid's been around for a long time, so they symbolize strength, endurance. Our pyramid's unfinished because our country's still building. It hasn't finished growing yet. And that's why we have that unfinished pyramid. And the little thing on the eyeball on top represents the eye of the providence, basically God, looking out over our young building or growing nation. A lot of people think that's a Masonic symbol, but basically the eyeball has been used to represent God going back to Egyptian times. So everyone's used the eyeball to represent the God, the all-seeing deity. And you may notice the Latin phrase, I believe it's pronounced enuet cupetus, and that means he has favored our undertakings, referring to God. And again, the eyeball is surrounded in a glory or a saint's halo. On the bottom, you'll see Novus Secularum, which means what? New Order of the Ages. And on the bottom of the pyramid, you'll see the Roman letters MDCCLXXVI, which that means and translates into year 1776, the founding of the United States of America. And again, you'll see 13 levels to the pyramid, which represent the 13 colonies. Okay? Hope that helps you out a little bit on this one. And that takes care of part 2, and I'll be back with part 3 in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.